All right, so this is it. This thing might be the best boutique amplifier that you never bought. And you cannot buy it anymore because it's not for sale nowhere. It's a Harley Storm Smart 20, 20 watts, hand-wired, EL84s in the power section, all tube, 12-inch speaker, solid pine cabinet. That's it. One volume, one tone, one input. No effects loop, no nothing. One speaker out. I think this amp is a copy of the Marshall 1974X. I think, to think more precisely, that it's channel 1 and high gain input of channel 1, to be really precise. The thing is loud, it's always loud, and it's always distorting. You have to roll down the volume on your guitar to get cleans, but you will get the most amazing cleans ever. Like anybody who has one of these vintage Marshall, if it's a Blues Breaker 1974X, it's kind of the same ballpark. They are amazing. And this thing around 20 watts, you know, if it's 18 or whatever, it's just perfect. It fits in any band context. It's very loud, but it's not too loud. It's not deafening loud. And it just has this sweet, sweet saturated distortion. I don't know how to explain. Let me show you the back of this amp real quick. It's kind of heavy, which maybe is a good sign, maybe it's just a speaker. The speaker, by the way, amazing. This is the best speaker I own, and I do own quite a lot of 12-inch guitar speakers, to be honest. Maybe too many. And this thing just has a creaminess, and I don't know, it's creamy, and it always cuts through the mix. I feel like this thing cuts better than my 412 Marshall cap, actually. It's weird. But this amp to the cap is also very nice. We're not gonna do that today, but we're gonna do that soon. Subscribe to the channel, don't miss that video. What we do see on the back though, other than the speaker and the one output jack, that is kind of loose. You know, there's lots of small quality issues. So we see that quality issue. This is always getting loose. It's never been really tightened. The plug, that's what it is, you know, and all this stuff. The letters have just, like, I don't know, deteriorated, fallen off. I don't know. There's like nothing left on there. At the bottom, you can see the Tolex, like falling off. It never was tight or stuck to the cap to begin with. Like when I got this, it was like this. And when you read the forums, people say that's kind of, you know, it's normal to happen. One nice feature at the back though, we have this thing right here where you can put your cable. Amazing. So they gave us one extra feature. These amps, why did they cost 150 euros brand new? It's crazy to think of. And what's even more crazy is these amps were being sold at discounter supermarkets. Like I think between 2003 and 6-ish, you could get them somewhere there. And you could get them online from these supermarkets. And I think the Germans could get them from a shop called Music City or something. None of these shops exist anymore. And the Germans, especially, they had a version that didn't say Harley Storm or Storm like this one. It said Golden Ton, a golden and then ton like tone, but without the E at the end, I don't know. And that's a brand that's still around today, and they make kind of crappy, you know, crappy stuff like little capos or ukuleles and all the cheap little instruments. Not a real quality brand. And definitely not a brand that puts out hand-wired tube amplifiers. So I don't know what was going on. It was crazy. And even more crazy, the second version of this amp that was being sold in Germany was refined by Larry from Larry Amplifications. He did not participate in the construction, in the actual construction of the amp, but he kind of refined the the circuit a little bit, and he put in a better speaker, or the people at the factory put in a better speaker in these refined versions. It would say refined by Larry right here in the corner. I'm not sure if this is actually a refined by Larry version that couldn't be sold in Germany or whatever and got rebranded and sold in other countries. I don't know. I got this in Spain from a music store there. They just had this standing around, and it had a price tag on it, and it said 90 euros. And it was brand new. I took it home, and you know, it's blown me away ever since. When I got this, it was making weird noises though. Like the first, I don't know, couple of months actually. If you start the turn on the amp in a cold room, like it's been turned off for a couple of hours or days, and then crank the volume, it would start making this creaking noise. Kind of like a feedback, kind of not. I don't know what was going on. It would eventually disappear as the tubes got warm, and then it kind of disappeared completely. I don't know where it went. It's just gone. If you know what that sound might have been, please tell me in the comments below. It was really weird. I have no clue what it was. Another thing is like this, like I said, the indicator light breaking in the first 1 or 2 weeks of having this thing. And the tubes, there were JJ tubes originally in there, and they were started red plating quite soon, like half a year or so into owning this thing. One of them was heavily red plating, one kind of, I think it started, if I remember correctly, like it was slightly red plating. I don't know. And then like this started the journey through the tubes. I tried all kinds of tubes on this amp, like Softtech and whatnot, all kinds of brands, and they would all fucking red plate. Like, I wasted more money on tubes than this amp did cost me. And then in the end, I bought a pair of JJ tubes, like the ones that were originally in there, put them in, no more red plating. And that was 2 years, 2.5 years ago maybe, and it's still working perfectly fine. I have no clue. Tell me in the comments, please, guys. We're trying to educate each other here on the channel, I hope. Yeah, there's not much else to say. Maybe, oh, it was a little line of amps they had, that Golden Tone or Harley Strom or whatever. It was the Smart 20, which is this, the 1974X Marshall clone, basically. Then there was this little amp right there, which is a Fender Champ clone, 10 watts, 10-inch speaker. It was a cheaper version. It was, I think, around 100 euros new, which is crazy actually too. It's a 5F1 circuit. It's an amazing little amp. And I bought that one for 100 bucks used, I think, around 100, which is crazy. You cannot find these anymore on the used market. And this one especially not. And the most, let's say, durable or most expensive version was the Smart 30, which, I don't know, some maybe Fenderish kind of copy clone, which was only a head. There was no speaker or whatever attached to it. It was just the head. Never seen that one in person, only read about it on some obscure forums. I don't know if these exist, if they made many, but these exist. People on the forums love them. Like you will read very old forum entries from, you know, the old days of the internet if you Google that stuff. And that one too, that's an amazing amp. Which, by the way, at the Spanish shop where I paid 90 for this one would have been 75. A friend of mine bought it. Crazy, right? Crazy. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna plug this amp in now and demo it a little bit for you. Nice that you stayed all the way 10 minutes into the video up to now. We're gonna demo it with this sweet early 1980s Ibanez Strat copy, which will get its own little video. Check the description of this. I will update it down here. Also, click the subscribe button somewhere there or there. The like too, maybe. Leave comments. I will put, this is my first video, guys, you know. I've never done a YouTube video in my life. I've never recorded with this amp, and I've never recorded in front of a video camera. This is crazy. Subscribe, watch my channel, watch me make all the little beginner mistakes or whatever. Have a laugh with me. I will show you some nice amplifiers for sure. I got quite the jams here hidden in this weird room, which is actually located in a World War II Nazi bunker. It's crazy. That amp over there will be topic of probably the next video. That guitar too. Like not like either of those will be the next video. Check the links. You know, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Have fun with this amp. Yes, and good luck finding. Yo guys, one more thing I forgot to mention. I'm recording with an SM58. I don't know if that's any good. Oh, listen to that. Maybe you can hear somebody whistling in the background. It's fucking 2:30 a.m. I'm in a Nazi bunker and there's somebody whistling in the hallway. This is scary. It's so dark out there. Subscribe to see videos from the Nazi bunker and me cranking amps inside of that thing. Anyways, speaking of 2:30 a.m., I woke up at 1. I woke up at 6 a.m. today, and imagine, I'm awake for more than 20 hours now. They had to record the demo. Bear with my playing mistakes. I don't even know if the guitar is in tune. I don't know where to position that mic. Maybe there, maybe somewhere else. It took me like 1 hour to find that spot, man. I just went with it. Any tips on how to mic up, please leave a comment. Okay, thanks for staying so long, watching the video all the way to the end. Really, I appreciate it, guys. Please like and subscribe for more awesome videos of this. Look at this. This beautiful guitar will be next. Look at that yellow kind of neck. That's not really yellow. Gotta get it in the light just right. Anyways, guys, see ya in the next video. I'm gonna show you more killer vintage gear that you did not buy yet.